All right, we're live here at the rink. About to get underway here as we're about to face off against Wayzata PWA's A team. Boys should be taking the ice here any second. The Zamboni just got off the ice. Special shout out to Pete Widowatch, watching from his office. Team fan. If I knew your company name, Pete, I would give you a shout out on your company name. Let's take a look at the boys. They're about to take the ice. Looks like our coach didn't even know which team we were, if we were home or away. The bracket didn't really say. Trying to figure that out. Not certain what we are. All right, and the boys take the ice. And it looks like we're going to be the home team. So all the boys are lining up to set their drinks on the home bench. My partner, John Pitzel, will be in here shortly. He's running a little bit behind. He said he has a meeting before these games, so he'll be running a little bit behind. And we'll get underway, though. Let's talk about our matchup today. We got Wayzata PWA versus Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids PWA. Take a little bit of look at the matchup between these two teams. We've actually faced them once before. We played Wayzata PWA back in one of our tournaments, I believe in Fargo, and we beat them, which sent us to the next round where we have faced off against Fargo Force and lost, unfortunately, against Fargo Force. But we were able to beat PWA from Wayzata here the last time we played them. Hopefully we can repeat that. Take a look at the overall record. Wayzata, though, struggling to find themselves and really get wins as they're not doing that well. They're overall in District 3. I know that they're second to last in their rankings, as they've only had one win and one loss, and the rest I think are all ties or something when I looked at their rankings. But Youth Hockey Hub, which is this tournament's a Youth Hockey Hub tournament. Youth Hockey Hub has our team ranked 17th overall. Wayzata's ranked 44th overall. Minnesota rankings, which is a more accurate ranking system, I think, statewide, has us ranked 23rd in state and Wayzata 32nd in state. Goals for, our boys got 110, Wayzata's got 75. Goals against 65 and Wayzata 79. That should be the big difference, is Wayzata's struggling to keep it out of the back of the net, and they have more goals against than they have goals for. So hopefully we can repeat that today and rack them up. Well, we got 2 minutes left of warm-ups here. I'll let you watch the warm-ups, and we'll get underway here shortly.
Let's go, Jojo!
Oh, and I got John Pitzel rolling in.
2 minutes to spare.
I love it.
How are you, Billy?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm ready for some hockey.
A little disappointed today. We're missing Trevor Stone, Graham Gazzoni, and who else are we missing?
Vaughn?
Oh, Von Norman. That's right. Von Norman's got to sit this game out.
Everybody sick today, or what's going on?
Trevor Stone's not feeling well. Graham Gazzoni, I believe, is not feeling well. And then Vaughn got too many penalties in that Elk River game and got ejected, unfortunately, on the game misconduct. If you take 4 penalties, it's a game misconduct, and now he's got to sit out this game. So we're going to be down Vaughn for the morning game. I believe he gets to come back in the afternoon game.
Well, that's unfortunate, you know, but again, back to our discussion last game about staying out of the box.
Yeah, I was actually looking at our penalty minutes, John, and we're a very undisciplined team. In our District 10 play, our penalty minutes are second highest in all of PWA District 10 play. And I think we're sitting at like 10 or 90 penalty minutes. And so this undisciplined play is getting to us, and we got to stay out of the box, and I think we could be a great team. So Wayzata, John, I already told them, the people watching at home, but we already faced off with this team back in Fargo, and we beat them in Fargo.
Okay, was that a close game? How was it?
I want to say it was 2-0.
Okay.
But that's the game that we won. We beat Wayzata, and we moved on to play, I believe, Fargo Force, which then we ultimately lost against them. But let's take a look at the other teams today. So there's two other games going on right now in our bracket. Rochester versus Minneapolis. And load up. It looks like Minneapolis is beating them 2-4 or 4-2. And that's a live game. They're in the second period. And the other live game going on right now at a PWA level is Rogers versus Woodbury. And Rogers is being beat by Woodbury. Woodbury's up 3-0 in that game. They're still at that. They just finished the first period in that game. So
this is, Youth Hockey Hub sponsored tournament. You're going to get some of the best teams. You get the stats. You get the good music. Everything we love about competition in the summer, we get right here at Fogerty Arena in Blaine this weekend.
And we're on the good rink, the South rink here, although unfortunately the Fogerty staff weren't kind enough to really turn the heat on. My feet are frozen.
I wore my boots today. I thought about it.
I think I'm going to wear my boots, although we're at Super Rink next, and that will be good.
I saw that. Speaking of that, where's happy hour today? Are you going to go to the pub? Or
I don't know, probably the pub, I would imagine. That's
okay.
the close centralized spot.
Well, we're here on our home sheet. You got all the banners hanging up on the wall. If there's ever a time to come out fast and hot against a team we know we can beat, this is it.
Hopefully the boys are feeling the same way and are fired up. Had a good warm-up. So, I was saying earlier, John, Pete Weidelwich is at his office right now live streaming us on his second monitor. Dedication of a team fan there.
I mean, he is a tried and true coach. He's a fan of all the kids in the teams. We're lucky to have him in our community, and I always enjoy catching up with him in the bar.
I'm guessing we might see him late. Oh no, he's got to drive to Paynesville. His daughters are on Centennial's 12U A team. They got two different A teams. And both girls have a game, but I think Maddie's got to drive out to Paynesville, which is over an hour away, just for a district game.
Make sure you got your tank at least half full today with the cold weather and the long drives.
I might solicit Sarah here to help me out with the game score deal.
This is too much pressure.
Just score up or down.
Speaking of Sarah, did you guys get the net guard issue figured out from the last game?
Oh, no, I didn't even think of that.
Oh, boy.
Well,
I was wondering who's going to resolve that one for you guys.
Well, looks like we're going to do a lineup. The announcements. I like this. John, I'm remembering this now. The tall boys from Fargo. I remember this team now.
I didn't get to see that game. I missed the Fargo tournament, but
all you got to do is do the scores and then the second period and stuff. That's it. If we get a penalty, you can click it up like this, and then you got to just turn it back off when there's no penalty. No, it's no clock adjustments. Oh, I'm missing it here.
I like them giving Oswald the nod today.
Yeah,
that's a good choice. Well, we'd like to see him get on the right side of the bracket here. We want the game. We're probably going to see Proctor this afternoon, and then the third game of the tournament would be live broadcast by Youth Hockey.
Yeah.
So we want to get on that side and get rolling here early and start off against Wayzata.
All right, game's underway. Wayzata dumping it into the zone to start off this game. Kraus back there to pick it up and try to battle. Charlstrom throwing around the boards. Stewart picking it up. He's going to try to center it. Pass gets intercepted by Wayzata. Kraus grabbing it. Boys battle along the blue line, and we're going to get an offsides. Oh, and we're getting a penalty for an interference. Wayzata's to the box.
Well, that's a pretty good indicator they're not going to let him play today.
Yeah.
You got to clean it up, and they're going to call things. Looks like it right off the get-go.
Wayzata's got a very similar team to us as far as undisciplined they are. As I looked at their penalty minutes too this week, and they're looking about the same as us. So,
well, that could work to our advantage.
It
Get
could.
something going on the power play here and stay out of the box.
looks like we got Isaac Olsen going to take the face-off, and then offensive zone. He wins the face-off. Stewart grabs it and rips it. Fortunately, goes wide of the net. Kraus is there to pick it up. He's going to dump it around. Tries to get it to Green. Battle along the blue line here, and as it pops out, Isaac Olsen picks it up. Isaac's going to carry it back in. He drops it back to Green. Green gives it to Kraus. Kraus tries to go back to Green. Puck goes into the corner. Wayzata there to get a stick on it. Zeta picks it up and chips it off the boards, and they're going to be able to get it out of the zone. As Stewart comes back out, he grabs this. He's got speed as he comes through. He drives into the middle of the zone there, takes a shot. Goalie able to get a save. Puck goes behind as Wayzata picks it up. Wayzata able to grab this puck. Again, they're behind their net. Green steps up to pressure. Max Peterson, fresh off the bench, comes up and tries to hold the zone, but Wayzata able to get it out. They're going to dump it deep. Jake there to try to stop it. Schulte grabs it behind the net. Schulte's going to pass it up. He's trying to feed a pass up to Ross or Pitzel there, and I think he was trying to feed probably Pitzel, but...
Well, I like that. Let's stretch the ice out and see if we can bust something off here quick.
We're going to get a defensive zone face-off here. Pitzel taking the face-off. He loses it over to Wayzata. Wayzata gets it at the point. They take a shot, but it goes wide of the net. Wayzata able to maintain possession of this, shorthanded. They're going to throw it back behind the net again. Back to their point. Wayzata again holds it, and Wayzata's got a broken stick. Some parents crying on the Wayzata side right now. Schulte brings it in, takes a shot, just gets deflected a little bit wide there. Ross along the near side boards. Pitzel swoops in and picks this up. Tries to go up the middle. Unfortunately, Wayzata there to cut him off. Schulte picks it up. Puck bounces out to the neutral zone. Wayzata's got it. They bring it back into the zone. Liam there with a good stick to disrupt the play. Puck goes back behind the net as a shot gets tipped. Kraus is there to support and picks it up. He tries to ring it around the boards. Drew Milich is there to pick it up. Drew grabs it and passes it to center ice to Schulte. Unfortunately, the pass bounces off his... Oh, and we have a couple extra guys on that. We got lucky on that one. Drew Milich back there behind the goalie. He picks it up. He's going to feed it over to Isaac Olsen. So Isaac's going to bring it into the zone. He goes wide. He takes a shot. Oh, and just like that, the rebound gets picked up by Drew Milich, and we go up 1-0. Isaac Olsen shooting.
Drew has been on fire. He's been in the right place at the right time. Is that 4 goals in 3 games or something like that? I mean, he is really on top of things right now.
He is on fire, and that line could be deadly. We got Stewart on the right wing with Drew on the left wing, and Isaac Olsen out there. Kraus and Hamas out there is your defensive pairing. You come up with this face-off win here. Drew dumps it in deep behind the goalie. Liam steps up to hold the zone. gets by it. Stewart steps up to support, takes a shot from the point, but goes wide of the net. Drew there to pick it up. He's going to drop it over to Isaac Olson. Oh, and Wayzata able to intercept the pass, and they're able to get it out of the zone. Max Peterson goes cross ice to Liam. Liam gives it back to Max. Boys lose it here. A dangerous play in our zone here. Liam stepping up. He chips it off the stick. Puck goes back behind our net. Stewart coming up with this, and he's going to carry it out of the zone. Wayzata there, though. Too many guys got on him and was able to bounce him off the puck as they bring it back into the zone. Drew picks this up. He's coming through the middle of the ice. He passes it over to Stewart. Stewart's going to carry it in, but he's got 4 guys on him, and they're able to get it out of the zone. Will Pitzel, fresh off the bench, he's going to go after it. Icing's been waved off as we touch that puck. Will behind our net. He centers it right up to Schulte. Schulte gives it back to Green, and they carry it in the zone. Green gets it deep as Chalstrom's able to get to the blue line and hold the zone. Almost came out. Wayzata behind the net. They're able to grab this puck. They send it around the boards, but they still can't get it out as Schulte's there to help pressure with Pitzel. Schulte goes to Pitzel. Unfortunately, he's losing at his feet. Wayzata gets this puck. Max steps up, holds the zone. Nice job by Max there to keep that in the zone. Unfortunately, pass intercepted by Wayzata, but the bounce goes to Schulte. Oh, and they try to drop it back. Dangerous play there. Chalstrom with the shot. Hits traffic in front and dribbles to the goalie, and he covers.
You know, we've seen some bounces off the goalie today. I'd like to see those boys attack the net. It seems like the puck is bouncing off of him. They're going to have opportunities to bang in those rebounds. Got a crash. Will Pitzel, lazy on that one. Top of the circles. Probably left a goal on the table there.
Wayzata able to chip it out of the zone. Carlin there to pick it up in the neutral zone. Wayzata gets it back out of the zone. Kraus dropping back to pick this up here. He's looking for passing options. Goes in front of Jake. He tries to pass it, but Wayzata gets a stick on it. Will reads that nicely. He picks it up and passes it over to Schulte. Pass was just out of his reach. Wayzata brings it back in, but is offsides. Isaac Olson back in the faceoff dot. He's got JoJo Ross. And it looks like William Stewart there with him. JoJo grabs this puck as we win the faceoff. JoJo crosses the blue line and tries to center the pass. I would have liked them to see to dump that thing in deep and hold the zone, but puck comes back out. Wayzata gets this. Kraus is there to pressure. Wayzata centers it, shot right onto Jake, and Jake saves that. Looked like it hit the side of him there.
Yeah, maybe he caught an edge on that slide. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Isaac Olson brings it back into the zone. He cuts right on front, and he goes 5-0, gets a goal just like that. We go up 2-0.
This is what we wanted to see, how we wanted to start, up to not even halfway through the first. They got to keep their momentum rolling here and build on this lead.
Great play by Isaac to cut wide and go right in front of the goalie and sees the 5-0 open. And Isaac coming up with this win again. Chalstrom back there to pressure as Wayzata is able to dump it in deep behind our goal. Liam Hamas is back there to pick it up. I think he thought he was getting called for a penalty as he gave up there for a second. Chalstrom grabs it. He's going to chip it up to Ross. Liam gets the puck and passes it up. JoJo Ross grabs this puck. He's going to come into the zone. He drops it back for Isaac Olson. Scrum right in front of the middle here.
Careful, that ice is slippery.
It's extra slippery today. Wayzata able to get the puck, and they're going to get it out of the zone. They dump it in deep, goes around the back of Jake. Liam back there to pick it up. Liam's going to pass it up onto the winger to Schulte. Puck comes out. Will Pitzel steps up to try to grab it, but Wayzata's there to get to it first, and they bring it back into the zone. Oh, shot from the side, or from the boards there. Jake comes up with a save. Puck comes out of the zone. And we're going to get an icing.
It seemed like they're trying to stretch it out today. I don't know if that was the message from Pickett and crew this morning, but they're flying these guys in the neutral zone and trying to find them way out here rather than having them stay down low in the breakout.
Will Pitzel in the face-off dot. Wayzata comes up with that. Shot from the point. And it goes right into the belly of Jake, and he comes up with an easy save.
Oh, I think that's 0 for 3 for Will on draws. He's got to get his shit together here.
You know, who's impressing me right now is Isaac Olson. I think he's got every win.
He ate his Wheaties today.
He did. Wayzata comes up with this one again. A shot goes wide. It goes behind the net. Max and Kraus there to try to pressure. Schulte's able to pick this up, and he's going to bring it out of the zone, into the zone. Unfortunately, he gets nudged off the puck. Wayzata gets this puck, and they're able to regroup as they come through the neutral zone. They carry it in. Kraus is there. He gets a good stick on that puck and pokes it to the corner. Max goes down as he's trying to battle for it. Wayzata picking it up, and they throw it to the point. Shot low. It bounces, gets deflected up and over the net. Kraus grabs it behind the net. He's going to pass it up. Unfortunately, the pass just out of the reach of Schulte. Wayzata gets this, and they pass it down over into the near side boards. They're going to get possession of this and carry it back in. And we get an offsides whistle. Like, coach is going to get some fresh legs out there. .531 left in this first period. Stewart gets the puck. He tries to find Green here on the near side boards. Unfortunately, Wayzata able to poke it free. Puck goes back into our zone. Carling grabs it. He tries to wing around the boards. Unfortunately, Wayzata is still coming up with this. Green with a nice one-touch pass to Stu, and Stu comes in with speed. Shot, but the goalie gets his pad down. Beautiful play there.
I mean, Stu looked like a freight train heading up the ice there.
He was flying.
There was nothing stopping him from getting to that net on that drive.
Goalie doing a good job sliding side to side there and getting down. And so this game will be 3 14-minute periods, and it is stop play unless we get a 5-goal lead. And then if it goes 5 goals, we'll do running time. If it goes back below the 5 minutes, we'll go back to stop play. Wayzata dumping it into the zone.
Minute and a half penalties? I didn't notice.
Minute and a half penalties, yes, yep. If it ends in a tie, they'll do a shootout to finish the game to break the tie.
No overtime, just a shootout.
No overtime. They'll do a shootout all the way until we get a winner. Isaac brought it back into the zone. Schulte picking it up here. In the main zone pressure. He cycles the puck. Wayzata doing a good job getting men in the middle there and clogging up the lanes. They were able to break it back out of the zone.
Too many men.
We're going to get a whistle. We'll see what happens. I think we're going to get we're going to get a too many men, a bench penalty.
Yeah, it's hard, but you got to be aware of the puck on that side of the ice. And when it's near the bench, you can't change. You got to wait.
Yeah, Jojo Ross got off the boards and off the bench, and unfortunately, I think it was Will trying to change and just wasn't clear of the ice yet. Or no, must not have been Will, because Will's now on the ice. Somebody was not off the ice all the way, but we're going to get our first penalty kill. Looks like Will Pitzel's in the face-off dot. Got Schulte out there with him, with Kraus and Liam as your defensive pairing. Wayzata with a shot, but Jake reads it and gets his glove on it. Get another whistle. Wayzata coming up with it. Shot. They bring it back to the point. They're going to cycle the puck. Goes behind our net. Wayzata maintaining pressure in the zone. Oh, great read by Schulte. He intercepts a pass by Wayzata. Schulte passes over to Pitzel, and we got a 2-on-1 as they enter the zone. Pitzel tries to center in front, and it goes in. Pitzel drives it wide, backhanders, and I don't know how he managed to find the back of the net on that one.
He should have passed that one. Schulte was wide open. Somehow that snuck in.
I'll take it. We go up 3-0 though, and that was beautiful. Goalie must have, my guess is it banked off the back of the goalie and bounced in or something, but couldn't see from our angle. But we're a shorty by Will Pitzel. I love it.
Set up by Schulte, walked him right up the ice and gave it to him.
Yep. Wayzata coming up with a face-off win. Miss pass, and Wayzata comes up with it. As they enter our zone, Kraus is there to battle. Wayzata cycling the puck back to their D. They're going to cycle it back down low. Throws it out front. Puck bounced right through our crease. Pitzel passes it up to Schulte. Schulte comes in, and he gets a shorty. Will Pitzel feeds Schulte, and Schulte walks it in now.
You help me, I help you. I like
Pace
that
his
one.
buddy back, and another shorthanded goal. We go up 4-0. We still got 26 seconds left of this power penalty kill.
I don't know if I've ever seen I've never seen 3 goals on the PK. I'd love to see it here. I would have left him out there to see if they could do it.
You must have well. Isaac grabs this puck in the neutral zone. God damn it. Dropped my coffee mug. Thank you. I'm on the struggle bus this morning apparently as I dropped my coffee mug. All right. 4 seconds left as JoJo Ross is about to bounce out of the box here. Milic picks this up. We're back 5-on-5. JoJo Ross sprints over to the boards as he's getting off, and we're going to get Michael Chalstrom back on the ice. Oh, the puck bounces out as Chalstrom not able to hold the zone there. Chalstrom grabs it. He's going to pass it over to Milic. Milic centers the pass right to Isaac Olsen. Puck bounces off to Stewart. Chalstrom holds the zone. He takes a shot from the point. Goalie's able to make a save though. Wayzata picking this puck up here. He's going to bounce it off the boards and he gets it in. Fortunately, he loses the handle on the puck and he can't make a play. Max nudges him into the boards. Stewart picks this puck up on the blue line. He's going to carry it in. He centers it. Oh, and Drew gets the rebound and fires.
That Wayzata goalie came up big on that one.
Yeah, he did.
That was a great play, and he got right in the middle of that one.
We got Will Pitzel back out here with Schulte and Green. Green dumps it back to Liam. Liam tries to take a shot. It hits a Wayzata player and deflects into the corner. Schulte back there to pick it up. Unfortunately, Wayzata comes up with this, and they were going to pass and be able to get it out of the zone. Wayzata coming in. Shot from the corner, and Jake sees it and makes a great save. Keep this game 4-0. We're up to 12 viewers right now, John.
This is a good hockey game. Good team.
Like a Friday morning, you know?
Yeah.
Will Pitzel again in the face-off dot. Unfortunately, it goes back to Wayzata. Wayzata takes a shot, but it gets deflected in front. Oh, and they're able to get it right out in front. Oh, thank goodness. Nice. Will Pitzel picks that up and brings it back behind the net. Schulte coming out with this. Almost loses the footing, but regains his composure. Shot attempt, but it hits a Wayzata player, and he goes down, and we're going to get a whistle for an injured player down as that shot looked like it hit that player right in the back of the leg, and I bet you that hurt.
I mean, it just looks like we're one step ahead of these guys. We're one step faster. Once we start moving, they're having a hard time keeping up with us. I hope they can continue this on throughout the rest of the day.
I want to see one more goal so we can get running time, John, and get this game going.
Me too. I got an 11 o'clock meeting I'd like to make it to.
Will Pitzel comes up with this face-off win. Carlin drops it back to grab it out of the defensive zone as the puck dribbled way back. Wayzata grabs this, it tips out in front. Liam tries to deflect it. Fortunately, it bounced right back down. Jake sends it back into the corner. Bounce goes to to Green. Green's going to carry it back into the zone. Wayzata able to come up with this, and they're going to send it the length of the ice. I think it's going to get waved off. Oh, yeah, it gets waved off. Liam picks this up. He's going to ring it off the board to feed JoJo Ross. And Wayzata tries to maintain the zone, but they get it off sides. Isaac Olsen's lines back out there. Isaac doesn't come up with that face-off win as it goes to Wayzata. Stu with a great read, able to intercept the pass by Wayzata, gets it up to Isaac Olsen. Puck goes into the corner. Wayzata rings it around the boards.
Nice shot, JoJo!
Oh, and we get a buzzer, and that will come to the end of the first period here. 4-0 after one.
Well, the boys are well in command of this one. I mean, they got to continue to get the puck on goal. Keep stretching this lead out. You can't settle in, can't start to play defensive. You just got to keep doing what you're doing, what's working.
Yeah, the boys are playing great. Continue to keep on battling. It looks like coaches have got some advice for them as they're drawing something on the boards there or on the glass. So,
you know, I just wanted to know, as I was pulling into the parking lot, I didn't even know who we're playing today, and I didn't look. But there was like 3 Lexus SUVs that were blocking the entrance. And I thought to myself, I wonder if we're playing Wayzata today.
What's your last name?
Pitzel.
Pitzel. I'm Mike Schultz.
Oh, hey, how are you doing? Good to see you. How's life?
Very good, very good.
Yeah, I saw Sarah like 3-4 weeks ago. Yeah, how's she doing? Sounds like it, yeah.
So it's nice to see Bryson and
all right, we're going to be starting the second period here.
Hell of a hockey player.
both out of pass and
Looks like coach is going to go with Will Pitzel's line. You'll have
good to see you
Will in
again.
the center ice, or the face-off dot. You'll have JoJo Ross to his left and Drew Milich to his right. Defensive pairing to start this period is going to be Jackson Krause and Max Peterson. JoJo comes up with this, gets it back to Krause. Krause passes over to Peterson, gets it up to Milich. He brings it in, unfortunately cuts up the middle, and Wayzata able to cut him off and get it back out of the zone. Wayzata coming into the zone. Krause taking away any angle though. Beautiful play as JoJo swoops in there to steal the puck. Pitzel and Drew working together through the neutral zone to get the puck in. Drew picks it up on the near side boards, tries to get it in deep. Is able to cut him off, and they're able to get it back out to the neutral zone. Puck goes back to Max Peterson. He's going to feed it over to Krause. Milich passes it, centers it right over to Pitzel, who throws one on net. Pad save by the Wayzata goalie. Zeta throws it around the boards. Krause there to hold the zone. Puck bounces off Krause, and unfortunately Wayzata is able to regroup. They bring it in. They're going to just dump it in. It looks like they're going for a line change. Wayzata first to this puck. I don't know what happened there. Wayzata from the point throws a shot on net. Jake thought he had it. Jake thought he had that one. It popped out though, and there's a scrum. Jake though able to reacquire it, and he dives on top of it and gets a whistle.
I like to see both teams come out of that scrum without a penalty.
I don't know how we didn't beat. Yeah, that is a good point. That's
we stayed out of the box. Hey, we got the whistle, and we stayed out of the box.
I don't know how we didn't win that battle of the puck though. We were the first ones out. I mean, they went for a line change, and somehow we lost the race to our own puck. And all right, the boys bring it out to the neutral zone. Green's got it. Far side boards. Wayzata's continuing to battle. Green goes down, and Wayzata comes up with a puck. They're going to be able to chip it out of the zone. Puck goes out into our zone. Refs say nothing on or say no icing as continue to battle. Our boys, Stewart picks it up and passes it into the center ice to Schulte. Schulte goes down, draws a tripping penalty, and we're going to go back on the power play.
Well, hopefully we don't get into the frustration with Wayzata and the penalties start to rack up.
Yeah, and that could happen. Looks like our power play line will be Schulte in the face-off dot. Stewart at his right wing with Green at the left wing. We got Chalstrom and Carlin out there as your defensive pairing. We come up with a face-off win. Stewart actually grabbed that and chipped it behind the net. Chalstrom grabs it from the point, passes it to the center ice. Fortunately, Wayzata able to come up with this. They bring it into the neutral zone. Wayzata continuing to hold on to this puck, and they're going to be able to dump it in. Fortunately, he was on, or fortunately for us, he was on the wrong side of the red line, and
Two more steps, and you're good.
You'd have been good, but he did the lazy method and just dumped it. We'll take that. Coach is going to go for a line change. Isaac Olson's back out there with Drew and Ross, and we get Max Peterson and Liam Hamas as your defensive pairing. Faceoff goes into the corner. Wayzata tries to dump it. Liam's able to hold the zone. He chips it off the boards to Drew. Drew goes to Isaac Olson, and Isaac gets a shot, but goal able to get down. But man, that almost snuck in.
Picking on that 5-hole again.
Yeah.
Picking on that 5-hole.
That's a great play. Isaac again in the dot. Puck goes to Wayzata. Wayzata brings it back behind their net. They're going to chip it out of the zone. Comes to the neutral ice. Liam's there to pick it up. He's going to pass it over to JoJo Ross. Unfortunately, he just can't maintain possession of that pass. So Wayzata brings it back in. Beautiful stick by Liam as he picks it into the corner. He's going to pick this puck up, and he's just going to decide to rush it. He tries to get it in deep, but Wayzata cuts him off. Wayzata chips it out, cross ice, and puck dribbles all the way back to our zone. JoJo Ross sends it around the ice. Liam Hamas there to pick it up. Liam, he fans on the pass. He's going to pass it all the way to Milic here on the near side boards. Milic goes immediately to Isaac Olson with a beautiful pass there. Great read by Drew there. Wayzata's back at full strength as they killed their penalty finally. They're going to dump it in behind our goalie. Jake's there to pick it up. Liam goes in and starts battling behind the net. Puck pops right out to the center ice. Rain gets his stick tied up on some other player, and Jake comes up big as both their defensemen. Liam needed to be there, and he wasn't. He got sucked into the corner.
Big time save by Jake. I saw him take like a half a stride out, meet that guy at the top of the crease, and he didn't give him anything to shoot at. Took that right away from him.
Yeah, dangerous play there in the middle of the ice, and Jake though saw it all the way around. That's why he's a great goalie. I mean, he just sees all that.
Yeah, keeps getting better.
Wayzata wins the face-off. They get a shot from the point. Jake makes a save. Puck bounces out of the zone. Wayzata regrouping in the neutral zone. They're able to re-enter. Shot low. Jake deflects it into the corner. Stewart picks it up. He goes cross ice to Green. Green brings it out. He's going to pass it back to Stewart. Stewart tries to cut up the middle. Fortunately, meets too many Wayzata players, and they're able to regain possession of this. They're going to bring it back behind their net. Wayzata carrying it out of the zone. He's got speed as he enters. He's got Kraus though to offer and pushes them deep into the corner. Kraus doing a great job reading that and pushing him into the corner and taking away any shot angle for that Wayzata player. Schulte grabs the puck behind our net. He's going to chip it over to Stewart. Stewart's got speed as he goes in. He goes around all the players, takes a shot. Goalie gets a save. Rebound goes, and Wayzata clears it. Liam steps up, grabs it, fans on it again. He gets it over to Schulte. Schulte takes a shot, though.
We're short a guy here.
Post. Chalstrom steps up to hold the zone. Puck goes to the far side boards. Liam grabs this puck. He's going to drop it in deep. He centers it. Unfortunately, it lands on the stick of Wayzata, and they're able to clear the zone. Chalstrom back there to grab it. He's going to try to bring it back up. Wayzata gets it. They dump it back behind our goalie. Chalstrom back to pick it up. Dahlstrom rings it around the boards, gets out of the into the neutral zone. But Wayzata maintains possession of it. Zeta's able to bring it back into the zone. Liam steps up, Liam gets beat on that one, and they get a shot. Jay comes up with another save. Liam's not on his A game today.
I think there's a hole in his stick.
It must be. Liam back there to battle. Schulte supports him and picks it up. He comes around the back of the net with speed. Wayzata meets him though and takes away most of his momentum as they're able to strip us of the puck and they come back out. Corner, battle in the corner. Milic drops down low to help support. Schulte there. Puck goes to Jojo Ross, and he's going to decide to go around the back of our net. He looks for a pass to Milic, hits the skate of a Wayzata player, but bounce goes back to Milic. Milic comes in, and he gets cut off. Wayzata regrouping. They are able to get it out of the zone. They're going to carry it out, and they get it back in. Liam there to pick it up. He goes cross ice to, who's that, Green? Yeah, I think that was Green. Green goes to Milic, he brings it in, walks around, all the players at top, shouts it for a beautiful play there.
Welcome to the Milic show.
Again. Liam feeds Green, Green gives it to Milic, and Milic just walks around the Wayzata players like it's nothing.
Pretty heads up play by Green, setting him up on that way, seeing him cutting through the middle. This is great teamwork. These boys are playing great today.
Go up 5-0. We should be on running time now. Wayzata coming up with this face-off win. They send it deep into our zone. Kraus there to grab it. He gives it to Peterson. Peterson goes to Stu. Stu tries to feed Isaac Olsen in the middle of the ice, but Wayzata intercepts. Battle along the blue line, and we get an offsides.
We're not doing running time.
Yeah, and there.
Might be the third period.
It said any time, it said, but.
Oh, he's going to tell him.
Yeah. I wonder if they're reminding her right now. The ref just talked to them. Kind of like the music playing during the gameplay, you know. We should just go with that.
They're doing great.
Kraus tries to feed it up to Green. Unfortunately, the pass is just out of his reach, and the puck goes the distance of the ice, and we get an icing.
You know, speaking of the refs, it's weird not seeing District 10 refs when we're here.
Yeah.
But Youth Hockey Hub pays double time, I believe, for Friday games.
Oh, really?
So it's kind of a coveted job. Maybe the boys take a day off from their normal job and they make a few extra bucks on a Friday.
Take a vacation day to double dip.
Double dip. Take a PTO day.
Will Pitzel in the face-off dot. Wayzata comes up with it. Gets chipped out of the zone though. Ross goes behind. What a pass by Jojo Ross. Between the legs, backhand pass to Milic. Unfortunately, Wayzata is able to strip Milic of the puck, and they come back in through the neutral zone, and shot attempt hits traffic in front as Kraus gets it, and he tries to pass it out of the zone. Jojo Ross sitting high in the neutral zone. Max Peterson able to chip it out of our zone. Puck bounces over to Wayzata. Goes back to Jojo Ross. Just come back in on sides. Jojo Ross throwing one on net. Pad saved by the goaltender though. Charleston stepping up to hold the zone. Or keep it out of our zone, I should say. Wayzata, though, able to regain possession of this, and they send it deep into our zone. Puck goes right on front. Wayzata trying to throw one on net, but it goes wide. Puck bounces out of the zone. It's going to come all the way down deep into the Wayzata zone. No icing, though, on this one as Wayzata threw that puck. They clear it. They throw it the length of the ice, and we get an icing.
Little bit of throwing the puck around there. Now here, the last 2 or 3 drives, again, we've seen some nice rebounds come off the Wayzata goalie. I mean, let's get crashing the net here and start banging some of those in.
Well, and we're finally at the running time. So 4:22 left of this game. We come up with that face-off win.
4:22 in the period.
In the second period, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I say in the game. Oh, Wayzata brings it right out in front. Shot attempt, Jake comes up with it though, and now we're having a little bit of a scrum in front of the net. Hopefully we both come out of this with no penalties. Looks like lefts are going to let it be.
All right, they tamed
like
it down. I like that.
I like it. Let the boys do their clearing of the zone. And
Circle the wagon.
Charleston picks this up. He tries to pass it up to Stewart.
I think that's how Youth Hockey Hub does it. This is a Youth Hockey Hub tournament. Oh,
Stewart grabs this in the neutral zone. He carries it in with speed, goes wide, takes a shot, hits the blocker of the goaltender. Wayzata clears it around. Charleston or Carlin stepping up to hold the zone. He goes deep behind the red line there.
That is kind of weird.
Schulte grabs it. Schulte comes up with this. Oh, and it just goes off his stick. Carlin able to hold the zone though. He throws it back behind the net. Wayzata gets it behind their net. Carlin doing a good job holding that blue line. Unfortunately, Wayzata able to tag team him there, and they come up with it. Wayzata maintaining possession of this. Wayzata doing a nice job coming through the neutral zone. They walk in. Shot attempt gets blocked by Charlstrom. Charleston forces the player to go behind the net. Carlin steps up with a great stick to prevent anything. Wayzata tries to center it, but we get a stick on it. Puck bounces out. We could use a whistle at this point. Another shot attempt on Jake. Comes up with a save. Puck goes right through the crease. Got lucky on that one. And we finally get it out of the zone. That will afford our team the ability to get a line change as all our forwards, it looks like everybody but Ross was able to get off the ice. Wayzata chips it through the neutral zone. Ross there to pick it back up. He carries it through the neutral zone, gets it across the blue line, drops it back. Kraus is there, he takes a slap shot from the point. The goalie gloves it down. We get a whistle.
Well, a little bit of flurry there for Wayzata in front of our net. We got to start shutting that down. Proctor's going to bring that this afternoon, I'm guessing, and you got to protect the house.
Isaac Olsen in the face-off dot. Wayzata comes up with it. They bring it back behind their net. They bank it off the boards. Puck bounces out of the zone. Isaac's there to try to pick it up. Wayzata ends up coming up with this. Jojo Ross brings it back. He's able to strip the Wayzata player. He gets it up to Isaac Olsen. Isaac drops it back to Ross. Puck goes behind the net. Isaac's there. Tries to throw it out front. Wayzata comes up with it. Isaac battling on the blue line. He comes up with a win. It takes a shot, hits the goalie center chest. Rebound attempt. Shot gets saved. Puck gets centered. Drew Milic comes up with it. Oh, and he takes a shot. Battle out front. The goalie gets his cover on it. Was loose there for a second when the whistle came out, but
boys moving the puck well. Isaac got his own rebound on that one. I mean, let's crash the net. Get to the net on this guy. The puck's going to be there.
20 seconds left in the second period. This should wind us down pretty quickly here. We got running time still. Will Pitzel's going to take the face-off. Might be able to get one shot attempt if we can get lined up here.
Should be going forward. Oh, they go back. Try to go backwards.
Goes back, and Stewart tries to send one on net, but it gets intercepted by the Wayzata player, and that brings us to the end of the second period. 5-0. Good guys.
Well, pretty commanding lead, but started to tilt a little bit there. There was some opportunities for Wayzata during that period.
Chip off the old block.
They're waking up, that's for sure. John's a famous celebrity here today at the rink. He's gotten quite a few people coming up to him as
It seems like everybody who's collecting Social Security is coming over to talk to me.
Fans at home are getting all the previews of it. We're up to 15 live viewers.
Yeah, well, Billy, you do a great job, and I really enjoy spending some time with you and helping the boys
Yeah,
out.
I appreciate you announcing these games with me.
Hopefully there's no board members listening, but I'm definitely going to delete your name off of the volunteer spreadsheet requirement at the end of the
I'm
year.
a board member now.
Oh, yeah, you are. Oh, there's a board member listening. Oh, shit. Now we're really in trouble. I've never done that before. I've
name's
never done
already
that
erased.
before.
All right, we get the buzzer. We'll be starting the third period here.
Yeah, you're exempt for life now.
I don't know for life, but
Life.
huh?
Volunteer requirements fulfilled.
I like it. All right, coach is going to go with Schulte's line. He's got Stewart and Green out there as wingers, and Chalstrom and Max Peterson out there as your D pairing. Schulte taking the face-off. He wins it back to Max Peterson. Max goes to Stewart. Stewart brings it in through the neutral zone. Goes back to Stewart, or Schulte. Puck pounces out, and it goes to Wayzata. They're going to be able to carry it out of the zone. Chalstrom there to try to hold it. Unfortunately, number 10 from Wayzata able to blow by him. Centering pass by Wayzata. It's out of the reach, though. Wayzata again in their zone, right in our house. They maintain possession of this. They cycle the puck down low. Centering attempt goes right out in front. Oh, and the Wayzata player just not able to get a stick on that. We're able to clear the zone. Stewart coming back our direction. He's got speed. He goes down and he gets tripped.
Looks like they got that one.
He gets slid into the goalie. And Wayzata able to touch it finally. And Wayzata to the box on a trip.
I mean, that's the only way you're going to take that freight train down.
Yeah,
When he starts breaking to the outside,
he has got
you can't catch
speed.
him. You can't stop him.
Coach is going to make a line change here as we're going to get Isaac Olsen, Will Pitzel, and Ross out there. Kraus and Carlin there as your D-mates. Puck goes back into the corner. Wayzata gets this. They bring it back behind their goaltender. They're able to chip it out of the zone. Carlin's there to pick it up. Carlin dribbles it across the blue line. We're able to hold the zone. Hopefully it continues like this. Wayzata doing a good job getting sticks on the puck. Kraus steps up, tries to hold the zone. Unfortunately, the bounce doesn't go his way. Wayzata is able to dump it back behind our goaltender. Wayzata is still able to get possession. They drop it back to their D. D tries to take a shot from the point. Goes well wide of the net. Kraus battling on the near side boards, and we get an arm up. I think Wayzata's going again.
I think that, is he going on
Wayzata-
Kraus? Is that on Kraus or is that on Wayzata?
Wayzata or
Yeah.
Kraus? Can't tell who's going. Somebody's going for a check. It's like Kraus is going for a check.
You know,
so if
he's in there aggressive, and I think he just got his elbow up a little bit high on that one. Now he's trying to win the battle. It's a hard one to...
he is a hard worker, and I know he's excited for Bantams in a couple of years. He wants to check. So we come up with a face-off win. Max clears the zone. Isaac picks it up and carries it in with speed. Shot, but it goes right into the pads of the goaltender, and he's able to cover. We'll get an offensive zone draw. We have Isaac Olsen, Will Pitzel, Max Peterson, and Liam Hamas out there as your pair for. And we are officially on the penalty kill as Wayzata's penalty is cleared. Wayzata out of the box. I don't think Liam realizes he's back there. Wayzata tries to pass it, hits the skate of Liam. Oh, and we're going to bring it back inside, or offsides. Refs are calling this an intentional offsides apparently, and we're going to come back here for the face-off.
So the intentional would go all the way down.
Would it-
It goes back a zone, and because it was such a long pass, it goes back to this face.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wayzata is first to this puck off the draw. They dump it in deep. Wayzata there to get it in the near side corner. They center the pass. Unfortunately for us, it was nobody there. Liam there to pressure along the near side boards. He gets the puck. Unfortunately, his clearing attempt hits the skates of Schulte. Puck bounces still back in. Finally able to clear it out of the zone. Wayzata grabbing this, and they're going to bring it around the boards. Kraus is out of the box as we're back 5-on-5.
Well, Kraus has got to make a change here. We got 3D on the ice.
Oh, yeah.
That
Liam
should be
draws a penalty here.
Yeah.
So he gets knocked down.
I mean, kind of the same thing as Kraus, just got his hand up a little bit high, and it just...
They're calling it a cross check, and Wayzata back to the box, and coach is going to do a line change.
Wayzata player is going to go on our side. Oh, wait, oh, no, he realized it.
Finally figured it out.
Just because you got money doesn't mean you're smart.
Will Pitzel will take the face-off. We're back on the power play. Wayzata able to chip it out. And actually now we got Stewart racing to try to prevent this shorthander. On Will Pitzel with a beautiful save. Back check.
Wow.
Prevented even a shot on goal on that one.
Jojo!
It's probably good that it was Will Stewart chasing him down, because anybody else wouldn't have caught that.
I don't know if we would have caught it.
Oh, Stewart with a shot attempt. Puck gets off or bounces off the pads of the goaltender. Wayzata bringing it back in the zone. He goes down and still from his knees able to throw one on net. Jake comes up with a save. Jojo Ross goes cross ice to Will Pitzel. Will Pitzel coming in with steam.
Oh, you got to move that one, buddy.
Will gets it stripped, and Wayzata brings it back into our zone. Charlstrom there, pressures, shot on goal, but Jake comes up with a save. Charlstrom behind the net. He loses the puck. He's going to backhand it up to Schulte.
You got Green over here.
Schulte passes it over to Isaac. Isaac goes cross ice to Green. Bring it in. Schulte throws it back over, trying to feed it. Isaac on his forehand, but pass is just out of his reach, and Wayzata regroups and is able to bring it back in the zone. Liam fresh off the bench. Prevents this
Isaac, he's not going to let anybody push Liam around. Oh.
And it comes in offsides.
You know, that last offensive rush, we're seeing some really good things. Communication, moving the puck. The lines are a little jumbled today, but you give these guys continue to work together for a couple weeks, and you're going to see some magic out of some of this stuff.
Will Pitzel gets kicked out of the face-off dot. Milic steps up to take it. He wins it back to Kraus. Kraus tries to feed it back up to his forwards. Unfortunately, Wayzata comes up with it. Puck bounces into the neutral zone here on the near side boards. Wayzata grabs this. They're going to try to regroup. They throw it into our zone. It hits one of our players. So icing's called off.
Come on, get it up.
Milic picks it up. He chips it up to Pitzel. They managed to get it out of the zone.
Get him, Joe.
Wayzata coming back through the neutral zone, stepping in, and Liam back there to pressure. Kraus intercepting the centering attempt. Wayzata with a shot attempt, but it goes wide. Wayzata continuing to battle behind the net. Liam comes up with this. He passes it over to Jojo Ross. Jojo feeds it back behind the net. Will Pitzel's there. And Drew Milic picks this up. He's going to bring it back through the neutral zone. Drew comes through. He goes right up the middle, cuts wide. Still maintains, fights through all that traffic, still maintained it. Jojo steps up, tries to pressure. And the puck comes back out. Wayzata from neutral ice takes a shot, goes off of Jake's pad into the corner. Liam doing a good job pressuring. He tries to get it out of the zone. Shot attempt from, oh, deflection. What a dangerous play is Wayzata throws one on net. The deflection out in front almost cost us a goal, but we're able to get our sticks on it. Battle on the near side boards here in the zone. Wayzata able to get it out of the zone. Max Peterson comes up with it, passes it over to Chalstrom. Chalstrom has his pass attempt intercepted by Wayzata, and they get it back into our zone. Max Peterson comes up with this. He's going to pass it cross ice to Schulte. Bounce goes over to Stewart. Stewart cuts right up the middle, unfortunately, and into traffic and gets it taken away from him. Peterson sends it cross ice into the corner. Wayzata coming up with it, though, and bringing it back into our zone. Number 10 walks around. He goes right around Chalstrom, and he top shelves it on Oswald, and fortunately that cost the shutout for Oswald. And Wayzata gets one. Now we'll go back to stop play here. 4:17 left in the third. Coach is going to make a change here, and we get Will Pitzel back out on the ice. Pitzel comes up with a win. Well, unfortunately, Wayzata gets it in the neutral zone, and they bring it back in. Number 10 from Wayzata centers it. Nobody's home. Isaac Olsen trying to feed Pitzel, but Wayzata getting their sticks down. Oh, they bring it into the zone. They almost have a good play. That along the far side boards here. Jojo Ross trying to disrupt the play along the blue line, but they can't come up with it. So the puck goes into the near side boards here. Pitzel able to get a hold of it, and he chips it out of the zone. It's not going to make it the length of the ice. Wayzata picks it back up, and most of our players go for a line change. Wayzata regroups and they come through. They're going to try to go blue line to blue line pass there. It doesn't come up with it though. Wayzata able to regroup again, and they're going to bring it out to the neutral ice. Isaac knocks the player down. I heard some Wayzata players' parents yelling about that one. That was weak, but.
Well, he's a big, strong kid, and he doesn't fall down much. He's usually on the other side of the battle, standing on the ice. So their frustration is heard. Yep.
Neutral zone faceoff won by Isaac Olsen. It goes to Max Peterson. I'm sorry, that was Schulte took the draw. Gets rung in behind the Wayzata goalie here. Wayzata comes up with it. They're coming back out. Liam pushes them to the near side boards. Wayzata continues to pressure. They bring it back around.
Yeah. Get up, get up.
Puck goes back. Centering attempt by Wayzata. Jake gets the save though. Coach goes for a line change. We're going to get Will Pitzel out there with JoJo Ross and Stewart. Max Peterson and Liam remain on the ice. Wayzata coming up with this quick shot right off the face-off. Jake gobbles that one up though and holds on to it.
Yeah, those wings have got to get in there. The center's tying up the other center. The wings got to get in there and retrieve that puck.
Yeah. They got to rush in immediately. And
like, we don't have a guy lined up on the weak side wing. I don't get that.
There's a cross-checking penalty being called on Will Pitzel.
That's a dumb one. We're up 5-1. There's 2.5 minutes left. There's no reason to take a penalty.
And I missed it. Did you see what happened?
No, it doesn't matter.
Well, I get
Dumb
that he
penalty.
cross-checked, Sarah. Thanks.
Number 10's had his number all day in the face-off box.
Stewart's back in the face-off dot then. Wind goes over to Wayzata. They go back to their point. They're going to cycle it around. Wayzata with a backhand shot attempt. Doesn't go anywhere. Hits the side of the net. Wayzata back behind our net. They try to center it, and Stu picks it up. He carries it into the offensive zone. He had speed, gets poked into the corner though. Wayzata chips it the length of the ice. Doesn't make it the full length though, so Liam picks it up. He's gonna carry it. He's gotta move that puck. Stu finally gets a hold of this. Stu brings it back in again. Wayzata doing a good job getting sticks in the middle lane though, and takes away any good opportunities for a shot. Liam pitches up deep. He holds the zone. Wayzata gets it. They bring it back through the neutral zone. Pass interrupted by our players though. Wayzata though gets possession of it again. They're going to bring it back in. And that's a misread by Liam as he takes the near side D, and that's on Liam all day long. Carlin was on this side of the ice. He should have covered the guy on the opposite side. Two goals now.
2 unanswered, 0 in the third period. Not the momentum we'd like to see going into the afternoon game.
No, that is 100% on Liam for not covering his guy. 5-on-5 now as the penalty from Will was killed.
You know, but going back to that penalty kill, we had 3 guys below the hash marks. Liam was on the hash marks. Jojo and Stu are in the boards. We only want 1 guy below the dots on the penalty kill, and that allowed them to get the puck out. We had to make a line change as they were breaking up the ice, and it kind of left Liam and Carlin alone down there, struggling to try to find their spot.
Wayzata took a timeout here.
We're not in pool play. The points aren't going to matter, but you want to see the third period, your best period, going into what's probably going to be a tough afternoon game.
We should get Von Norman back, I think, on the second game, so this afternoon. So that'll definitely help.
Hopefully, Stone and Graham Zoney are drinking their Pedialyte and doing whatever they need to do this morning.
I would agree. Be nice to get them 2 back.
Take a nap and get ready for the afternoon.
Minute 15 left of this game. Wayzata has an empty net. Stone in the faceoff dot. Puck goes back into our zone. Carlin's there trying to pick it up. Schulte gets it. He chips it out. Puck bounces into the neutral zone. Wayzata is able to first get to it. Drew Milich there trying to pressure. And Wayzata passed it out, but that's going to go to icing, and they're going to have to put their goalie back in as well, get an offensive zone faceoff. 52 seconds left in the game. Will Pitzel back on the ice. He's going to win the faceoff. It goes over to Isaac Olsen. Isaac tries to take a shot, but it's in traffic in front. Wayzata able to get it, and they're going to bring it back out of the zone. They come back in. Chalstrom goes down and gets a stick on the player, and he's going to get called for tripping. Another bad penalty that we didn't need, but probably might have prevented the goal there.
Well, Max Peterson was marking the guy in front. He had the D side. I don't know. Again, that's 2 or 3 penalties in the last 15 minutes we didn't need to take.
Will Pitzel, JoJo Ross, Max Peterson, and Jackson Krause are the 4 out on the ice as we're shorthanded again for the last portion of this game. Will coming up with a crucial win here. It goes to Krause, and Krause able to clear the zone. Wayzata quickly regroups in the neutral zone. They bring it in. Shot attempt from the blue line. Saved by Jake. Will behind here. Supported by Max Peterson. Wayzata's literally just throwing their bodies around. Could hear them banging on him.
Max Peterson tries to eat that one with 17 seconds left. It's just a little bit too much time.
6 seconds left in the game.
Now you can do that. Now you can eat it. 20 seconds. They're going to come in there hungry and want a piece of that.
All right, Will Pitzel taking the face off. Puck goes over to Wayzata, back to their point. Shot attempt from the point, hits traffic out front, and Jake is actually able to glove that one down with a second left of this game. The refs couldn't have just let the whistle go until the buzzer went.
Well, let's see if Wayzata does the tush push here. No, they're not going to.
Nah, and the face-off happens. We get the buzzer. Oh, no, and Will goes down off the face-off. Not certain what happened. I don't know what happened to Will, but he definitely got hurt out there. So he goes down, and his coach is going to walk out to check on him. Rob's talking to the ref. I don't think he saw anything that he saw something he didn't like. He's arguing with the ref.
It's a replay.
I wish I could.
Well, Billy, I'll see you this afternoon. I'm going to run to the office for a couple hours.
All right.
here.
Well, thanks for joining me.
Yep.
We'll see you this afternoon. Hopefully Will's okay here. It's Rob Pickett had a long conversation with the refs. Will's still down. I wonder if he got hit in the no-no zone. He's down like he got a stick, maybe a Canadian hook or something like that.
Well, let's go.
That's
we got to shake hands and move
either
on
that.
to the next game.
Hopefully he's okay and can play in the next game because he's been playing great. See how this handshake goes. There might be some tempers going. Well, that will bring it to the end here. SLPCR 5, Wayzata 2. We advance to the good side of the bracket. We'll be playing either Cloquet or Waconia. Actually, I can look that up right now. So their game should be over with. Looks like we'll be playing Cloquet as they won their game 6-0. So we'll go on to play Cloquet, and they're one of the best. They're number one in the state. So we're going to have a tough matchup coming into this afternoon, 1:45. We'll catch you then. Not certain what's going on here. Boys are going to decide to do a face-off circle late after it already happened. Yeah, well, yeah, I know, and he went down. I mean, I didn't see what happened either. We were just wondering what happened. We couldn't tell. But boys are going to do their prayer circle. All right, we're going to call it. We'll see you at the next game.